Hi, it's Robin from The Balanced Life, and today I'm going to lead you through a gentle, full body stretching routine. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start at the end of our mat. And just take a moment to align yourself. So we're going to ground the feet into the mat. We're going to spread our toes, equally weight both feet. And as you press into the ground, feel your body lengthening up to the sky. So getting pressure off of your hips, pressure off of your spine, and lengthen up to the sky. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, nod your chin towards your chest. Feel your spine articulate forward, allowing the pelvis to roll forward over your thighs. And keep your knees soft to allow yourself to warm up here. Relax the head and neck. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, pull the belly button up towards your spine. Stacking your vertebrae one at a time, bringing your head all the way back over your shoulders. Let's go again. Inhale, feel your ribs expand, feel your belly expand. Exhale, as you roll forward, you're softening through the upper body. You're allowing the pelvis to roll forward over your thighs, your sit bones to get wide behind you. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, belly button draws up. Stacking the spine, ribs come back over the hips, shoulders over the ribs, and head over the shoulders. We'll walk to the front of our mats. Cross your right foot over your left foot, bringing your hands to a genie position, and we're gonna try to lower ourselves down with control. Just do the best that you can here. And bringing the legs in front of you, arms in front of you. Inhale, exhale to roll down. One vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and just lengthen the legs, reach the arms, and we're just going to stretch from from fingers down through our toes. Just getting the length in the body, like you're just waking up and you're stretching the body. Good. We're kind of loosening up all that fascia. Now from here, rest your left arm here up in a high V. Bend your right knee. And you're going to reach and stretch over to one side. And you're kind of pulling on this wrist, and I really just want you to make this your own. It's just kind of a lengthening and twisting exercise. And you can just really do whatever feels good to you. Let's extend the other arm, bend the opposite knee, and just kind of reach and twist and stretch. You might even roll your wrists a little bit. There's no perfect way to do this. It's all just about moving and lengthening. Good. Coming back through center. Let's rest the arms down by our side now. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. You want your feet about the width of your fists apart, so not too far apart. And you feel nice and weighted in your pelvis. Tailbone is resting on the mat. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, flatten the back, roll up into a bridge position or a pelvic curl. You might find you need to adjust, walk the feet a little closer to you. You don't want to push all the way up like into a yoga bridge. We're going to keep a nice long line from shoulder through your hips, through your knees. Reaching the knees forward over the toes to really lengthen and open up the hip flexors. Soften the chest and roll your way down one vertebra at a time. Let's do that 2 more times. Flattening the back, rolling up, reaching the knees over the toes. Inhale. Exhale, soften, and roll down. Good. One more. Rolling up. You're starting to really activate the back of the leg, the glutes, but you're also stretching through the front of the hips and mobilizing through your spine. Good. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Extend your left leg long down the mat. Let's do a few ankle circles here to the right. A few to the left. Draw the knee across your body, rotating through your lower back, extending your opposite arm. Now you can stay here looking towards the sky, or you can look towards your extended arm if that helps you get into a deeper stretch. Take a few seconds here to breathe and relax into the stretch, letting go of tension, letting go of anything that you're holding in your body. And coming back through center, give your knee a little hug. Stretch it long down the mat. Let's do the other side. So we draw it in. We draw it across the body as our arm extends. You may decide this is where you want to be, or you may want to look towards that extended arm and deepen the stretch. Whatever your body needs today, be sure to honor that. All of my workouts are designed to meet you right where you're at so that you can modify and make it work for you. Take a nice big inhale, feel those ribs expand, and exhale, soften in. Release that last bit of tension that you might be holding somewhere in your body. Good. Coming back through center, give the knee a nice hug. And we're going to place the foot down on the mat. Take the right leg, cross it over so your ankle is over your thigh. We're coming into a figure 4 stretch. You can stay here, or you can draw that bottom leg in for a deeper stretch. And this usually feels a little tight, especially if you haven't done a lot of movement yet today. So give yourself time here to settle in. You may even kind of rock side to side just a little bit. Relax and breathe. This is so good for your hips, your lower back. It's all connected. Good. Foot comes down. Let's switch sides. So we cross over. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you draw it in deeper. Hold and relax and breathe. And maybe you do a little bit of rocking if that feels good to you. Nothing too crazy. Beautiful. Unwind the legs, place your hands on your knees. You're going to stir the thigh bones in the hip socket. So we're doing little circles here, and this is to really just loosen up the hips, get blood flow through the hip joints. It gets that joint fluid moving so things just move a little smoother, a little less stiff. Good. Now from here, roll over onto your side, and you're going to place one elbow under your head like you're resting on a little pillow. Your knees are stacked and your shins are stacked, and you're going to bring your top arm on front as well. On front, I don't know what that means, on top of your head as well. There we go. From here, take a nice big inhale. Imagine that you're opening a book. Now your hip bones are still squared off in front of you, so you didn't roll back in your hips. If you did that, you're going to lose the stretch. Keep your knees bolted together, your shins stuck right on top of one another, and really rotate through that mid to upper back. Good, and you can kind of make this your own. So we kind of like to move through it. But if there's a point where you just want to hold and breathe and that feels good in your body, go for it. What we're doing here is we're really getting into that mid to upper back, releasing that tension that we get from sitting at computers or sitting at desks or driving, even sleeping, those things where we just get a little tight and stiff. We're working that out right now. This will be our last one. Good. Now you can keep your hand folded or you can extend it, whatever is more comfortable for you. It doesn't matter for the stretch. We're going to take that opposite leg and we're going to draw it back into a quadriceps stretch and a hip opener. So we don't want that knee to come up high. We want to keep the knee reaching straight out. And then you're kind of pushing your hips or your pelvis forward to get that deep stretch, and you can adjust it. You know, the more you push the hips forward, the more stretch and opening you're going to get on the quad in the hip flexor here in the front, and the more you kind of release it, the less intense it will be. So make it work for you, but think of creating length. And now extend that leg long, and let's draw it back again. So we kind of do a little release and then a little stretch. One more, lengthen. And come back and rest it down. Pushing yourself up, we're going to come right up into a Z-sit position. So ideally, you're able to sit down with both hips into the mat, but you may feel like, yeah, I'm not there yet. Just know that the more Pilates you do, the closer you'll get to that. And that's what we're working towards. We want to take a nice long diagonal line. We're going to go into a mermaid stretch here. So inhale, we're going to bend the bottom elbow, stretch up and over. Now, we don't want to go all the way down to the mat. You want to think length. Length up on a diagonal and draw that hip bone down into the mat. So you're creating opposition to get that nice stretch along the side body. You can look wherever feels comfortable for your head and neck. And push the ground away as you lift up and counter stretch. Again, thinking up and over. You can feel just that stickiness in the body right here, just releasing and lengthening. You're gonna feel so much better when you're done. So good. Now find a long diagonal line. Inhale. Exhale, round over a beach ball, rotating to look towards your opposite hand. Again, you're trying to keep both sit bones pressing down into the mat, knowing that we're not about perfection here. We're just about progress and giving it our best shot. Oh, that feels so good. I could stay here all day. But we're gonna open back up and we're gonna counter stretch one more time, lengthening up and over and releasing back down. Beautiful. Now let's take this back down to the mat so we can do the same series on the other side. So we've got our little book stretch here where we're resting our head on our bended arm and then stacking ourselves. So we're actually stacking our hips, we're stacking our knees, we're stacking our shins. We're taking a nice big inhale and the hips stay squared off. They don't tip back, they stay nice and stacked as you roll through your mid to upper back. And bringing it back, moving at your own pace. Make this work for you. Your time on the mat is for you and you alone. Good. Let's do one more. Good. And you can keep your arm folded or you can extend it out, whatever is more comfortable for you. And we're going to take this top leg and we're going to bend it back into our hand, reaching the knee away from our body. Remember, not up here. Keep it nice and long, opening up through the front of the hip and the hip flexor, and really push the pelvis forward. Make sure you're not rolling down into the mat. You want to keep your hips stacked, and then from there, push the hips forward. There. And then we'll release it and lengthen that leg, and then we'll bring it back in and reach the knee away from you to create that opening and length in the front of the body. One more, extend and bend and reach. Good. From here, we're going to push ourselves up into that Z sit position. And we're gonna find that nice long diagonal line. Good, trying to get both sit bones down into the mat, grounding down. First, bending the elbow and coming up and over into that mermaid stretch. Hip bone drawing down, arms lengthening up. Good. Push the ground away and let's counter stretch up and over. Find your diagonal line. Inhale, exhale, rounding over that imaginary beach ball as you reach towards your other hand. You're really trying to continue with that rounded spine here to get that. You're going to feel that opening and stretch through your shoulder blades, through your back. Open back up towards me. Lift to counter stretch. And release the arm back down. And you are done for the day. Great job taking time to take care of yourself today. Feel free to revisit this workout as many times as you need. And I'll see you back on your mat very soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, be sure to click below to subscribe so you never miss a new video. And click here to check out the Balanced Life Sisterhood, where you can get access to an entire library of online Pilates workouts, monthly workout calendars, healthy recipes, an entire community to support you on your at-home Pilates journey. Or for another YouTube video like this, click here.